Good evening, everybody. Good evening, guys. Hi, Nirmay. Nirmay, we will be covering work and work related things in today's class. I am good, guys. How are you? Good evening. Same to you, Anish. I understand that. Dude, I watch movies. My day was great. It just started, isn't it? ये como estas कौन आया भाई स्पेनिश निपुण Yes, Nirmay, it does. यार गूगल से कॉपी पेस्ट तो कोई भी कर सकता है यार. Hello, Chinmay. It seems you missed the previous lecture. I am enjoying life great. ये देखा आया Japanese आया Konnichiwa. Today you had two lectures. Of mine, no, one lecture. Arigato gozaimasu. ये भी आया Japanese. No, we did not have an extra class today. Who told you? Did we have an extra class today? When? मैंने तो नहीं ली. रम्या सारे लैंग्वेज नहीं पता यार. मूवीज देख देख के ये सब स्टैंडर्ड वर्ड्स तो पिक हो ही जाते हैं. Arigato gozaimasu is thank you very much. हाँ, ये फ्रेंच संस्कृत क्या होता है? गुआनचाना मेरे को नहीं पता क्या है. हाय अपूर्व. My favorite Friends character is Phoebe. Does not give a damn about anything. Nice, good. You picked up some Hindi words, Anish. Yes, Rijan, I'm not going to paste that in Google and wait for it to translate. I pass. इंग्लिश या हिंदी में लिखना है तो ठीक नहीं तो डिच. चले स्टार्ट करें. Who is the guy you spoke the name? What? Phoebe is a character in Friends series. भारतीय संस्कृति को समृद्ध बनाने में सतत कार्यरत हैं. हाँ हाँ, डेफिनेटली हर्ष डन. चलो guys, let's start. So guys, we were talking about Nirmay. I decide that. So let's not write that statement ever again. मेरा Shubhang Garodia ka. Chalo, let's begin. So guys, we were talking about thermodynamics in the previous class. We discussed. Yes, definitely, Yash. Why not? So in the last class we were talking about internal energy. We started talking about internal energy. Then we talked about first law of thermodynamics. Can I say first law of thermodynamics ka alternate name is law of conservation of energy? Yes, we can definitely do that. And for first law of thermodynamics, which law had to be introduced? Zeroth law had to be introduced. To avoid changing the literature, they placed it zero rather than one. They preferred not changing the name. Zeroth law of thermodynamics looks very, very simple, very, very chindi. ए इक्वल टू बी इक्वल टू सी, तो ए इक्वल टू सी, सर इट इज वेरी ऑब्वियस, प्रूव करके दिखाओ तो माने। दैट इज एक्सट्रीमली एक्सट्रीमली डिफिकल्ट टू डू मैथमेटिकली, इवन एट माइक्रो थर्मोडायनामिक्स. Zeroth law need was present, Aditya, because when you apply first law of thermodynamics, the state 1 and state 2 get defined, right? State 1 has to be in thermodynamic equilibrium. State 2 itself has to be in thermodynamic equilibrium. Sir, with what? System and surrounding. And only then I can apply first law of thermodynamics once it has reached equilibrium. So to allow the definition of thermal equilibrium in FLOT definition, we had to introduce a zeroth law. So we talked about zeroth law of thermodynamics. We talked about first law of thermodynamics. We talked about processes in the previous class. And in the end, we talked about law of equipartition of energy. So let me quickly recap law of equipartition of energy. बहुत सारे once more आए हैं. So law of equipartition of energy states what? To understand that, we need to first understand degree of freedom. इसको DOF भी बोलते हैं सीधा. Degree of freedom. Degree of freedom means the options or ways of movement in a particular motion. In this we said एक possible है translational motion. Translational motion is always possible in which dimension? Three dimensions. So degree of freedom for translation motion will be always three. Now rotational degree of freedom will be different for monoatomic, diatomic, triatomic. देखो डाई और लीनियर पॉलीएटॉमिक एक ही चीज हो जाती है. लीनियर पॉलीएटॉमिक और डायटोमिक इज द सेम थिंग. व्हाई? बिकॉज दे आर ऑल अरेंज्ड इन अ सिंगल लाइन. एंड देन वी से पॉली ट्राई नहीं लिखता मैं, लेट मी राइट इट डायरेक्टली. पॉलीएटॉमिक नॉन लीनियर. दैट वुड मेक मोर सेंस, इजंट इट? It would include triatomic and everything. So polyatomic non-linear, ये हो गया. अब मोनोएटॉमिक के लिए रोटेशनल डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम विल बी व्हाट? Monoatomic के लिए it will be zero because I don't have a fixed axis. I don't have a fixed axis. Linear system, if you have a linear system like this, it can either rotate about the bond or it can rotate in an axis perpendicular to the bond. Brilliant job, guys. सब लोग पढ़ के आए हैं. Nicely done. A pat on your backs. So this will be 2. And polyatomic non-linear के लिए क्या था, guys? 3. Absolutely. Now therefore total for monoatomic is 3, total for diatomic is 5, total for polyatomic becomes 6. Then we said at high temperature which degree of freedom gets activated? At high temperature vibrational degree of freedom becomes activated, right? Now vibrational degree of freedom में again same thing, mono, di or linear polyatomic and then non-linear polyatomic. मोनो के लिए कितना आएगा वाइब्रेशनल डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम? जीरो, बिकॉज देर इज नथिंग टू वाइब्रेट अबाउट. डायटोमिक के लिए इट विल बी 1. हाउ इज इट 1? बिकॉज इट कैन पुश लाइक दिस. एंड फॉर नॉन लीनियर इट कम्स आउट एज 3n, that is 3 into number of particles minus 6. ये 6 कौन सा है माइनस? This is 3 and 3. So basically at high temperature for a non-linear system, degree of freedom becomes 3n. Sir, which ones are important and which ones will we keep using? We will be using monoatomic and diatomic only. So you need not worry. It will be a chill life. All you have to remember is total degree of freedom for monoatomic is 3, total degree of freedom for diatomic is 5, and total degree of freedom for polyatomic is 6. Cool. And then we said, what does law of equipartition of energy tells us? Law of equipartition of energy tells us that U will basically be equal to half into the degree of freedom into the N into the R into the T. Total, not high temperature one, normal you have to consider. Not the high temperature one, normal. Just give me 1 second, guys. I have misplaced a file which I wanted. Just give me 1 second. Yeah. Till then, you can ask doubts if any. No doubts. So quickly tell me what should be the norm usual value of R used? 8.314 or 0.0821? What should be the general value of R used? 8.314 or 0.0821? Energy is expressed in energy is expressed in joules normally, isn't it? If energy gets expressed in joules, then R gets expressed in R gets expressed in 8.314, not 0.0821. Right? Chalo, then let's go ahead. So now, do you understand that this formula opens up the formula for delta U, and therefore it becomes half F N R into delta T? Now, from this formula, can I say that isothermal processes will have change in internal energy as zero? Isothermal processes will have change in internal energy as zero. Correct? Also, uh, this formula in general, does it have any dependence on any process condition? कि ये फॉर्मूला सिर्फ टेम्परेचर प्रेशर या वॉल्यूम कोई कांस्टेंट है तो ही वैलिड है? डिड वी अप्लाई एनी सॉर्ट ऑफ कंडीशन हियर? नो. दैट मींस डेल्टा यू का दिस फॉर्मूला इज यूनिवर्सल फॉर एनी प्रोसेस दैट यू टॉक अबाउट. आइसोथर्मल, आइसोबारिक, आइसोकोरिक, एडियाबैटिक, चाहे वो रिवर्सिबल हो चाहे वो इरिवर्सिबल हो, फॉर्मूला डेल्टा यू का यही रहेगा. Uh, yes, Ashish, but generally we don't have those kind of variations in our questions. N is number of moles, which is constant. Why, Janvi? You tell me. Why is number of moles being considered to be constant? Which kind of system are we dealing with? Closed system. Brilliant. Because we are dealing with closed system, that is why I will always consider number of moles as constant. So delta U ka formula, please remember it is this. For monoatomic, for monoatomic, what will it be? It will become 3 by 2 R. है ना? For diatomic, it will become 5 by 2 R. For polyatomic, it will become 6 by 2 R. 3 नहीं बाबा, 6 by 2 R. हाँ वैसे 3. Okay, got it. So this was the revision about of what? Law of equipartition of energy leading to the formula for delta U. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now, we'll be talking about work. Work क्या होता है? Work के types. Will be deriving formula for work. We have already talked about sign convention for work yesterday. याद है? If work is done on the system, then it will be positive. Good job. If work is done by the system, then it will be negative. Great. And then finally we'll be introducing enthalpy बाबा, जिसको अभी तक हम एनर्जी 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 बोलते आ रहे हैं, बट वो एनर्जी एक्चुअली नहीं है. जनरल एनर्जी इज नॉट एंथैल्पी. सो विल बी एक्चुअली इंट्रोड्यूसिंग एंथैल्पी फाइनली, कि उसमें और इंटरनल एनर्जी में फर्क क्या है. चलो लेट्स स्टार्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट वर्क. वो तो ऐसे ही बोल दिया. वर्क नाउ. वर्क कैन बी ऑफ मेनी 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 फॉर्म्स. आई हैव अ सिस्टम. If I want to perform work on it, remember in the previous class we talked about we can perform mechanical work by stirring the system, or we can perform mechanical work by compression expansion of the system. Mechanical work means some part should move basically. So one type of work is mechanical work. We also talked about electrical work, that if you pass electricity through HCl solution, electrical energy gets converted to chemical energy. So that is passing of energy to the system by performing electrical work on the system. Also magnetic work का बात किया था. If I place something in a magnetic field, the force field will end up performing work on the system. Now what are we going to talk about from this point onwards in this chapter? From this point onwards in this chapter we are going to talk about only pressure volume work, no other kind of work to be considered. मतलब दो ही टाइप के वर्क की बात होगी. कौन सा वाला वर्क? या तो एक्सपेंशन वर्क और कंप्रेशन वर्क. Is it understood? Only these two. If anybody talks about any other work, I will clearly ignore. Now, can I say if a system is getting expanded or if a system is undergoing expansion, the system is performing work on the surrounding because it is due to the system's force that the piston goes up, isn't it? A piston, you have a piston cylinder arrangement. There is a gas inside. Now, this gas expands. This gas expands. If this gas expands, matlab this force F gas is more than the outside force. That means the system is performing work on the surrounding. It is pushing away things out. So expansion work means negative work because it is performed by the system. Now, when compression will take place, what will happen? When compression will take place, what will happen? Here, in this case, then F gas will become less than F outside. Matlab work is performed on the system. So this I will get as positive. Now, logically speaking, as a industrialist, as a company guy, if I want to create a piston cylinder arrangement, which work do I want more? Expansion work, right? Because that is the work I get from the system. If I have to perform compression work, I would want to perform it less. Is the point understood? If there is a piston cylinder arrangement, I want to compress it, so I would want to perform less work. थोड़ा वर्क परफॉर्म करके कंप्रेशन अच्छे से हो जाना चाहिए, जल्दी हो, ज्यादा हो जाना चाहिए. And when it expands, the system gives me work, so I would want more work to be derived in that one single process. Remember this point, we will be exploiting this property later. So this was about mechanical work, expansion, compression. यही पॉइंट अभी मैंने आपसे डिस्कस किया था. दिस इज द एग्जैक्ट पॉइंट विच आई कवर्ड, सो आई एम स्किपिंग इट. There is nothing to read also. This point is understood now. Why, which is greater in which case? Awesome job. Derivation for work. Sir, तो वर्क फिजिक्स वाले सेज वर्क इज इक्वल टू एफ वेक्टर डॉट डी एस वेक्टर. पढ़ाया गया है इन फिजिक्स. हैव यू रीच टिल देयर वर्क पावर एनर्जी? सो फिजिक्स फिनिश्ड ऑल्सो. ग्रेट जॉब. समझ में आया कुछ? What efficiency did they consider in work energy? What efficiency? 100% efficiency. Second law का violation, isn't it? First law of thermodynamics का violation. पूरा चैप्टर पढ़ा है ना उस पे. चलो, let's continue. Okay, nice. Rotation done. Going on. Friction. अरे वैसे नहीं, friction in rotation. Did you consider? No, all surfaces are smooth. And then you say, why does chemistry have exceptions? उनका पूरा थियरी एक्सेप्शन बना दिया. कोई बात नहीं, चलो. Let's continue. So, guys, now we need to derive work का formula. नहीं नहीं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है मुझे फिजिक्स से, मुझे कम आती थी तो मुझे को अब टांग खींचने का मौका मिलता है. I asked about rotation because I wanted to say they don't consider friction. Come on, dude. Chalo, let's continue. So, guys, we learnt in physics, sir, we have understood in physics that in general, work is a scalar quantity which can be written as a dot product of two vector quantities. The ds displacement brought in by the force that is causing the displacement, right? The ds displacement which is being caused by the force under consideration. But then the problem is, how do I convert this formula for pressure volume work? Because here I would want to know that what is the pressure and what is the volume, and they have to get replaced by, sorry, and they have to replace f vector and ds vector, isn't it? F and ds are no use to us here. I need pressure and volume. So let's do a simple derivation and let's see how we can do that. Now, suppose this initial state is V1 volume, this final state is V2 volume. That means the change in height of the cylinder, say, I can determine change in volume. We are considering a single step expansion process. Quickly tell me if it is a single step expansion process, reversible or irreversible? Irreversible. ठीक है, ठीक है, it is irreversible, just random. Now, displacement, what is the displacement? Can I say the overall displacement is delta H? And what is it expanding against? What is it expanding against? It is expanding against P external, right? So therefore, force on the piston becomes F equal to P external into surface area, and the volume change becomes A into, if there is a small displacement, then dx, so it will be written as dv. But if it is a large displacement, delta x, then I will write it as delta v. Okay, so now we have defined, ये jump करके कहाँ से आ गया? Wait, something got messed up. Okay, let me put in some slides for you. Things are not correct, as in not complete. Hold on, please. This one, no, this one. Okay, chalo. Now let me explain you the derivation of the formula properly from here. So we have understood that work done can be written as F vector dot ds vector. If I remove the vector signs, so actually this should be dw work, right? Because we are talking about ds displacement. Small displacement will give me small work. Now, if the f external and the displacement vectors are in the same direction, dot gets removed away directly. So dw will give me f external into dx. याद रखना, my assumption behind writing this is that f external and ds is in the same direction. Nothing is cut. So refresh your screen, please. Now, pay attention here. Suppose I'm talking about expansion work, okay? Suppose I'm talking about expansion. So expansion has to be done against F external, which is in the downward direction, right? And dx is in the upward direction, isn't it? It is the movement of the piston is up and the force is in downward direction. So एक correction, I should not write it as F external dx when I'm expanding. I should write it as minus F external dx while I'm expanding, correct? अब बाकी मैथ तो बड़ा सिंपल है, इट इज वेरी इजी सर. डिवाइड मल्टीप्लाई बाय एरिया, तो फोर्स कन्वर्ट्स इनटू प्रेशर एंड ए dx कन्वर्ट्स इनटू dv. But this is differential format, I want to integrate it. So tell me one thing. Dw on the pole, okay, not on the chat. Integral dw should give you delta w, or it should give you w. This is option A, this is option B. dw ko when I integrate it, small work done when I integrate it, what should it be written as? Doesn't matter, Ashish. My question is, if I integrate small work done, what should it be written as? Should it be written as W, or should it be written as delta W? That's it. Time up in five, four, three, two, one, and stop. Cool. The answer is B. I told you last class, work done and heat are state functions. No delta with their name. But sir, physics wale said that integral dw is delta w. Small change integral becomes large change integral. बोला होगा ना फिजिक्स वालों ने. आई एम श्योर ऑफ दैट. Then what is the magic happening here? There is no magic here. Pay attention. There is no magic here. Small dw. Vishesh is like, sir, already there is so much problem. Now you please don't mix both of them up. I'll be done completely. Okay, I will respect your wishes, Vishesh. So see, the logic here is small work done when you integrate small work done, you essentially get total work done, right? This, when you say with respect to initial and final condition, you can call it as change also. When you integrate smaller values, smaller boxes, you get a larger box. So this can be said as total work, or this can be said as change in work, whichever is physically valid. Here, physical validity is of total work, not change in work. So we write W, not delta W. So let's come back here, therefore. Let's come back here, therefore. dW integral will become W. Now, pay attention here. They wrote it as W external. They wrote it as W external because force used was external. But if I want to write it as system work, I will write it as minus W external. Since law of conservation of energy is valid, work done by external I think something got stuck. Hold on, please. I'll repeat. Chill. I know everything went. I think I got disconnected. Cool. Let me repeat. What I was saying is work done by the system is basically minus of work done by the surroundings. If system does work on the surrounding, matlab work gets done on the surrounding, तो its sign will be negative. मैं किसी पे वर्क कर रहा हूं तो मेरा वर्क नेगेटिव है, तो दूसरे का वर्क पॉजिटिव हुआ ना, उसको मिला. I did work on the surrounding, so my work is negative, but the surrounding got energy. So for them, it will be positive. And this is what he is using here. Here he had defined work done by external force because for F external was used. Then he says work external will be equal to minus of work gas. So your answer will be this, minus P external dV. dW equal to minus P external dV becomes your final formula. I talked to you about it from expansion perspective, and I had already proven it to you that it will not be F external dx. If we talk about by work done by the system, it will be with a minus sign. Let's see from compression perspective also. Let's see from compression perspective also. Compression में this force is here going down, and displacement is also going down. Let me take it on next slide. I'll be able to explain you better. Wait. dW equal to minus P dV, right? Now I will explain you that in the expansion case also this formula is valid, and in compression case also this formula is only valid. How? When I am expanding, dW is positive. P external, P से सही से लिख देते हैं, P external and this of system. P external is always a positive quantity, pressure negative नहीं हो सकता. dW हो सकता है pressure negative, my bad. In this case pressure is not negative because we are applying pressure. Compression के केस में volume of the system reduces, isn't it? Guys, are you there? Yes, you are there. Compression के केस में system का volume reduces, and that is why dV will be negative. But pressure तो positive ही रहने वाला है. So do you now notice that dW system here will come out to be negative, will come out to be positive, and this is what we said by sign convention also. Expansion work means done by the system, so should be negative. Compression work means done on the system, so should be positive. धैर्य, because we are not, negative pressure actually तो होता नहीं है. Pressure starts from zero and has all positive values only. When we say negative pressure, it means with respect to me it is negative. If the pressure in the box is 1 atm, outside if it is 0.5 atm, then we say with respect to box it is minus 0.5. But actually to 0.5 hai na, actually it is a positive quantity. So this formula becomes very important now. Can I say that integrating this formula, can I say that integrating this formula gives me what? It gives me work done by the system, and it becomes minus integral P external dV. Finite कर रहे हैं कि indefinite integral कर रहे हैं, that will depend on case to case basis. So integrating this will give me this, isn't it? Now, integration is only possible when you have a smooth graph. What do you mean by this? You mean by this is that if you have a pressure volume curve and if you have a smooth graph, this is not isothermal graph, any random graph. If you have a smooth graph, smooth means continuous. You didn't have to lift your pen to make the graph. Then it means that work done is integral PdV. Work done is area under the pressure volume graph. That means if we are talking about V1 से लेकर V2, that means your value is P1 and your value is P2. Sorry. How much is the area under the graph? This entire thing becomes area under the graph. I repeat, dW system equal to minus PdV. When we integrated it, we got this. Just a second, please. This is of the form, minus integral y dx, right? This is of the form minus integral y dx. What does that tells you? It tells you that the value on the left is area under the graph of y versus x. This entire blue region. Now, pay attention to what I am going to tell you next. यार ये गलत जगह बना दिया, यहाँ नहीं ड्रॉ करना चाहिए था. Wait, I have to move things. Oh, cut copy paste does not work here. It's not Paint, it's Wave Platform. एंड जिनका दिमाग चलने लगा होगा, दैट वाज वाटर एंड नॉट वाइन. That is called upcycling. Yeah, something just hitting my throat. Now, pay attention, please, please, please. बस हुआ बच्चों, बस हुआ. Can I say that this process is reversible? Can I say that this process is reversible? Why? Every step is continuous with the previous one, isn't it? Matlab, to move from P1 to P2, I have made very, 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 very small changes, and that is why the graph is continuous. Now, what will the same graph look like if it is irreversible? Pay 100% attention to what I am going to say. Suppose I am expanding. Suppose I am expanding, matlab I am going in this direction. Suppose I am expanding in two steps. I have to first go from P1 to this point, and then finally I have to go to P2. So how will I expand it irreversibly? Expansion means what? Decrease the weight on the piston so the piston moves up. Yes or no? Expansion would mean what? Decrease the weight on the piston and the piston goes up. Now, do you agree that if I have to do in two steps, I will have to remove the weight corresponding to P1 and immediately put the weight corresponding to P1 dash? Irreversibly perform kar rahe, right? So I am first changing the pressure from P1 to P1 dash, and then I'm changing from P1 to P2 dash. So right now my system is at P1 pressure. I will suddenly change the pressure to what? I will suddenly change the pressure to P1 dash and then let the system equilibrate. Is this point understood? I will suddenly change the pressure from P1 to P1 dash and then let it equilibrate. Correct. Now I have reached P1 dash. I am back to the curve. Then what will I do? I will now suddenly change it to P2 dash. Not possible. I will now suddenly change it to P2 and then I will let it equilibrate. Do you see that this graph is basically two horizontal step lines? Vertical wala graph thodi na hai. Vertical wala is a time instant where I immediately changed. So is this a continuous curve? Is this a continuous curve? No. Can I say that it is still area under the curve? Yes, I can, because I can add part by part areas. Na? I can add part by part areas. I can add this area and I can add this area. But, can I integrate it like this? Can I integrate it like this? Can I use integration in irreversible? No. I cannot use this directly because the graph is not continuous. I cannot use this directly because the graph is not continuous. What is the dotted line? The dotted line is nothing. The dotted line just tells you that t equal to 0 pe pressure was P1 and t equal to 0 plus it immediately became P1 dash. So your actual process started at P1 dash and you let it equilibrate. I'm coming to that, Aditya. Please wait. Don't break the rhythm. Is this point clear that for reversible system, integral formula is applicable? For irreversible system, integral formula is not applicable. Irreversible के लिए yes, Daksh. Irreversible के लिए I will have to part by part use minus P delta V. Correct? irreversible के लिए part by part I will have to use minus p delta v. We will be doing that mathematics in detail. Right now I'm just giving the feel of it. The dotted points are not equilibrium position, Janvi. That is what I just said. T equal to 0 पे it is P1. I suddenly change it to P1 dash. So the dotted line actually does not exist at all. That was my way of showing you that you moved from P1 to P1 dash. Now, pay attention to what I'm going to do next. Important stuff. I don't know slides में आगे जाके कहाँ पे discuss किया होगा. To maintain continuity, I'm covering it here itself. We are talking about a isothermal graph now. Isothermal graph, दोनों. One is isothermal expansion. Pressure is reducing, volume is increasing. Another is isothermal compression. We right now discussed adiabatic we right now discussed isothermal irreversible expansion. Do you remember? So let me draw that graph. I am doing it in 3 steps now. Are the vertical line part of the graph? No, the vertical lines are not part of your graph. Now, similarly, when I'm compressing, and suppose I'm compressing in 3 steps, what will I now do? I will remove the weight corresponding to initial pressure, and suddenly I will put a heavier weight. Yes or no? I will remove the weight corresponding to lower pressure, and I will suddenly put a heavier weight, and I will let the system equilibrate. Then again, I will put a heavier weight, let the system equilibrate. Then again, I will put a heavier weight and let the system equilibrate. Correct? So one thing you will notice that work done irreversible mod value, okay, mod value is coming out to be less than work done reversible. Mod value. Without considering expansion contraction, just the area under the graph. Is it understood to everybody? If there is any doubt till now, please ask. This becomes the area under the graph for the irreversible part. So you are missing out in those three triangle regions. This 1 minute, this green area is the work done irreversible because that is below the irreversible graph, correct? Work done reversible will be below the red graph. And so you can see work done reversible has 3 extra triangle areas. Now, when can work irreversible, when can work irreversible be equal to work reversible? When I conduct this in infinite steps, when the volume, when the area of the triangle approaches 0. So when can it be equal? When reversible becomes irreversible. Only in that case it can be equal. Now what can we say here? We can similarly say that this is greater than this. How can we find the work by irreversible process? By using formulae step by step from year to year, then year to year, then year to year, like this, part by part. We will study all that mathematically, don't worry. अभी आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट दैट. अभी तो मैंने रिवर्सिबल वर्क का ही बात नहीं किया. Guys, are these two mod values clear? Yeah, there was a lag. Are these two mod values clear? Are these two mod values clear? Cool. Now I'm introducing sine. Now I'm introducing sine. Expansion work. Expansion work means negative work, isn't it? So, so how should the sign be written now? This is a larger negative value. This is the larger negative value. This is a lesser negative value. So I'll have to write this. And what will you get here? Both are positive because this is compression. So अभी भी ऐसा आया. Same. Now what does this tell me? What does this tell me? Let's talk about compression one first. Dhairya, wait, I have seen your doubt. No, Dhairya, the green one is not reversible. The green one is not reversible work. We will talk about irreversible work later. Let's not get into it now, please. बहुत बहुत ये चीजें difficult हो जाएंगी समझना. Let's not discuss anything related to how to calculate irreversible work. We will talk about it when the time comes. Now, as a company guy, as a person who wants to compress a gas, which which process will I prefer? Irreversible or reversible? As a person who wants to invest money in compressing a gas, which process will I prefer? Reversible. Arey, suno. When I have to compress, I will have to perform work on the gas. I would want the gas to get compressed by performing less work, na? Because for me, work would be money, electricity. I want to compress a gas using a compressor from pressure P1 to pressure P2. So I'll have to connect it to an electrical machine, which will consume electrical energy, which is getting converted to work. So I would want least amount of work to be performed and the process to take place, right? So what will be preferred? Reversible work will be preferred, correct? And here, just 1 second, I think there is some mistake somewhere. Reversible greater than irreversible mod wise 200 both are expansion. हाँ ठीक है, cool है. Now when a gas gets 1 minute, when a gas gets expanded, I derive work from the gas, isn't it? When a gas gets expanded, I derive work from the gas. So which work will be derived more? Sign does not matter. Sign does not matter. Sign does not matter. Sign convention is due to mathematics. The actual value will matter, right? Sign convention तो mathematics की वजह से है. The actual work will matter. So again, which will be preferred? Reversible will be preferred. That means whether you compress, whether you expand, you will always prefer your process to be as reversible as possible. So, sir, why don't we convert every irreversible process to almost reversible? Because it will cost money. Right now, I'm compressing this gas using 3 compressor and occurring some loss due to the triangle wala area. Are you understanding? Right now, I'm compressing the gas from pressure P1 to P2 using 3 compressors, and I have to perform this triangle work extra because my process is irreversible. So I'm incurring some loss due to that. Is the point clear to everybody? So, so, so I hire I'll repeat. Okay, this is pressure P1. I'm going to pressure P2 in 3 steps. Matlab I'm using 3 compressor to change the pressure or to increase the pressure. If it was reversible, if it was reversible, the compressors would need work done under the red graph. But because in reality it is irreversible, the compressors will end up doing work under the blue graph. So my compressors will perform more work in taking it from P1 to P2 in comparison to the ideal case. More work performed by compressor means more expenditure, because compressor work comes from electrical energy. So I hire a person कि भैया खर्चा ज्यादा हो रहा है, थोड़ा खर्चा कम करना है, make my process more efficient. He says, sir, I have just learned thermodynamics, I'm champion in it. I know that reversible processes are gives much more work, requires lesser work than irreversible, so let's make your process reversible. And he places an order for 100 compressors. कि सर आई विल ब्रिंग योर ब्लू ग्राफ एज क्लोज टू रेड ग्राफ एज पॉसिबल. 100 कंप्रेसर आ गए, एवरीथिंग गॉट इंस्टॉल्ड. देन ही सैट डाउन टू कैलकुलेट अब कितना लॉस हो रहा है. And what would he end up calculating? He would end up calculating the cost incurred to set up those 100 compressors plus to make those 100 compressors run is much, much more in comparison to the cost that I was losing earlier. Isn't it? ऐसा ही रिजल्ट आएगा ना, ऑब्वियसली. There will be a point till which increasing compressors will make sense money wise. Beyond a point, it will not. Thermodynamics will always tell you, yes, keep adding compressors. But money calculations will tell you that beyond a point, you'll have to stop. That is called cost benefit analysis. This is a common business terminology called cost benefit analysis, or CBA. Cost benefit analysis helps you calculate the economic feasibility of a process. Hmm. Is it clear? Understood? The idea of reversible versus irreversible. Yes, Dhairya, we can say that reversible processes are 100% efficient because they convert 100% work into energy. It will be better on paper, not in pocket. Now, questions are generally asked in objective type with this as well as this as well as this. So be careful. Don't mug it. Do you need to mug these equations? No, you can easily draw and see कौन सा बड़ा है कौन सा छोटा है. That is why I'm spending time, because I don't want you to mug them. No, Janvi, you don't have it in chemistry 11, 12th, but if you end up taking chemical engineering, there you will have to do cost benefit analysis if when you're designing a process for a chemical manufacturing or something like that. Yes, work done irreversible will be greater than work done reversible, with the sign can be said for all processes. Everything absorbed? Yes, Aryan, definitely. Why not? CBA will be used for every project. Why any? Every. Yes, we did that, Anish. Definitely, we did that. Chalo, chalo, chalo. Quick, quick, give me the answer. Work done by this process. Fast. You have a graph, you need to calculate what to calculate work done. If a graph is given, what do you need to calculate work done? Exactly. Quick, tell me work done fast. What is work done in the entire process? Pratham, you could keep that to yourself, couldn't you? Guys, you cannot do that. You cannot calculate area under the graph. Work done comes area under the graph of which curve? Work done comes area under the graph of PV curve. This is TV curve. So even if you assume कि sir equilateral triangle मान लेते हैं, 200 is the side and let me calculate. Wrong answer. This is not PV curve. So what to do? Let's see what to do. First, we'll have to convert it into a PV curve, isn't it? I think some data is missing, no? चलो कोई बात नहीं. How will the PV graph look like? Guys, this is also very, very important. No, Ashish, wait. This is also very, very important to convert one graph into another. Lots of questions are asked in JE Advanced on this. So please pay attention very, very carefully. Don't start randomly drawing the graph from anywhere. First, observe what is happening in the given graph. Can I say that uh, there is no isothermal process here? Please check. Isothermal process would have a horizontal line, isn't it? But there is a vertical line here. Vertical line means volume is constant. That means this is isochoric. Also notice AC is a straight line passing through the origin on a TV curve. AC is a straight line passing through the origin on a TV curve. So can I say this is isobaric basically? TV curve ka straight line will come P by NR as a slope which is constant. So this is isobaric. Nothing can be said about BC. Nothing can be said about BC because this is a random straight line with intercepts. With intercepts. All I can say is all I can say is volume is decreasing, compression point. Why this is not a defined process? Because all our processes got defined by PV equal to nRT, isn't it? So how to draw this on the graph? AC is a straight line passing through the origin. It's a T versus V graph. Straight line meaning slope is constant, so pressure is constant. Now आइसो प्रेशर वाले से चालू करते हैं, ठीक है. That means let's start from point A. So point A, I randomly draw somewhere here. I don't know what to do, where to draw, so I directly draw it here. A to C is pressure constant and volume is increasing, meaning this graph. A to C, pressure is constant, volume increasing, meaning this graph. Now, B to A, B to A was volume constant and temperature was decreasing. If volume is constant, temperature is decreasing, meaning pressure is decreasing. So it will be a vertical line. Sorry. So it will be a vertical line. But where will B be located with respect to A? Above or below? Where will B point be located with respect to A? Above or below? B to A, B to A, pressure has to decrease. B to A, pressure has to decrease. B will be this. B to A, pressure has to decrease. Think about it. Is the confusion now clear? B to A, pressure has to decrease because temperature is decreasing. So this will be the point. B to A, you are going like this. Temperature is decreasing. Volume is constant. Temperature decreases. So pressure also decreases. Because it is volume constant, it will be a vertical line because pressure is decreasing. Y-axis pe where you go up, pressure increases. So increase high pressure to low pressure. Now clear, Aryan? Let's talk about this BC line. Can I say the equation of BC will be something like this? If I try to convert it into PV, what will I get? If I try to convert it into PV, I will get something like this. That means P will come out to be some random constant. V to divide हो जाएगा and another some random constant upon V. Does it look like a hyperbola? Does it look like a hyperbolic graph? Y equal to mx sort of. So it will be something like this. So it will be something like this, not a straight line. but something like this. I'm not drawing isothermal, okay? I'm not drawing isothermal. Now B to C, sorry, C to B, volume is decreasing, so this graph becomes like this. If now I can find, if now I can find this enclosed area, this will be my work done for the process, isn't it? If now I can find this enclosed area, this will be my work done for the process. If there is any doubt in this, please ask. सर इतना सब करना पड़ेगा ये प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने के लिए? नो, आई वॉज टीचिंग यू हाउ टू ट्रांसफॉर्म ग्राफ. You don't have to do all that for this problem. No doubts? Everything clear? तो सर ये क्वेश्चन कैसे सॉल्व करना है जरा वो भी डिस्कस कर लेते हैं. B2C once again, B2A in PV. Dhairya, please ask your specific doubt in B2A because I've discussed B2A thrice now. B2C is B2C नहीं है, C to B है. It is C to B, not B2C first of all. So how did I get C to B ka nature? I understood that it is a straight line on, it is a straight line on the TV graph. I converted T into pressure volume and I rearranged it. I multiplied divided by NR upon V. I multiply divided by NR upon V. So V will get cancelled here and here I will get denominator में V. There'll be some constants, there'll be some constants. So this is sort of y equal to c by x type of a graph. So we'll get some kind of this nature. Yeah, Nirma, it happens at times. Use space when it does that. Write your part as alphabet space, alphabet space, alphabet. How you got mv plus c? Straight line equation, na? Any straight line is y equal to mx plus c. C is not the point C. C is a constant. Yes, Gautam. Done, guys. Doubts clear? Now, this is definitely a complicated graph to find area under the curve because these are not straight lines. Not all of them are straight lines. So we'll not do this area type. What will we rather say is, question पहले पढ़ तो लें क्या दिया है. He is asking calculate work done for BC and what is he given you? He has said that if total 600 cal heat is released by the process, so heat is minus 600, isn't it? Can I say that this is a cyclic process? So overall delta U is zero. Last class may we discussed change in state variable for cyclic process over a cycle is zero. Now using first law of thermodynamics. Now using first law of thermodynamics, what will we get? Delta U is zero. This is minus 600. This is W. So overall work done in the total process is 600 calories. Work done in the entire process can be broken down as AB plus BC plus CA. Sorry, गलत लिख दिया जोश जोश में. It would be AC plus CB plus BA. Yeah, है कि नहीं? This will be total as 600. Now, which is isochoric here? AB is isochoric, so this is definitely zero. If there is no volume change, W equal to minus integral minus PdV will give you zero. If there is no volume change, work done equal to minus integral P dV, may dV will go as zero, the work becomes zero, correct? So now I know work done BA is zero. How do I calculate work done AC? How do I calculate work done AC? I think there is some mistake here. What have they done? हाँ, P कांस्टेंट तो वॉल्यूम का वैल्यू होना चाहिए था ना. Hold on, please. There's some issue in the question. Oh, got it. So, work done, yes, yes, P constant. Work done BA is zero cause volume is constant. Yes, absolutely. Now, what will be the work done AC? Work done AC is a pressure constant graph, right? So I can write it as minus P into V of C minus V of A minus P into VC plus P into VA. PV can be written as nRT. nRT. Are you following? Number of moles is given as 1. R ka value in calories 2. So it will become this. This is what he has done in a single step. So what will be this answer? This will be 100 minus 100 into 2 minus 200 cal. So work done AC is minus 200. Work done CB is not known to me. And this is total 600. The work done CB becomes 800. How the first equation this? It's a okay. So work done we always write as minus integral P dV. If pressure is constant, it will become this. And dV is a state variable. So integral of a state dV will give you delta V. Like this, we got it. This is what I just repeated, Palak. Work done AC. Work done AC or in general, work done for a constant pressure process. Work done for a constant pressure process is minus integral P dV, which can be written as minus P integral dV, and dV integral becomes delta V. Delta V matlab change in volume, final minus initial, and then math, math, math. Sir, how to this question from the graph? We can do that, but that will be more lengthy because B2C is not a simple equation graph. So first I'll have to find B2C equation and then integrate it to get the total area under that equation. I'll get this total area. And from that I will have to subtract AC area. So it will be very, very complicated. Now there are questions in the slides. Let's solve one question and then we'll move ahead. Please, please, please take your time to solve this question. I will give you full 1 minute. Points that you should note here is that it is asking in kilojoule. Point you should also note here is that the sign matters. Minus sign or plus sign. Okay? So think about, and third thing that you should note is this is V versus P. उल्टा है ग्राफ. But sir, circle में तो area does not matter. ठीक है, करो अपने हिसाब से. I'll give you full 1 minute to solve. Your time starts now. Is there any doubt as to why we you got 11? Is there any doubt as to why you got 11? 11 is clear to everybody. The answer will not be 11,000, it will be 11 because of kilojoule. And area we simply calculated by pi r square. How did you calculate area by pi r square, by the way? What did you take radius as? If you see on volume scale, if you see on volume scale, the radius is not 12, it is 7. If you see on pressure scale, the radius is 5. How did you do it? Basically, pi r square, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Circle का area is a ideal case of an ellipse का area, yes or no? The area of a circle or circle diagram itself is an ideal case of an elliptical figure. Ellipse nahi, elliptical figure. So the actual area is pi AB. That is pi into minor axis radius into major axis radius, which for a circle we write it as pi r square. So यहाँ पे you will take it as pi into A into B. Pi 22 by 7, A is 7, B is 5. So you'll get 110 bar liter. Now bar liter needs to be converted into joules, right? And if you remember, I have discussed with you that 1 joule is equal to 101.325 atmosphere liter. यही होता है ना? 1 सेकेंड. हाँ, हाँ यही तो होता है. No, I did not block anybody. He must have written something and got blocked automatically. There is no unblocking option. 15 शांति से बैठे. Now pay attention. First, is this logic of pi AB understood? I'll explain again, no issues. Is this a logic of pi AB understood? Sir, चलो वो तो समझ में आ गया. So we have got 110 bar liter. But I don't know what to do of bar liter. I need joules. So unit conversion. 1 bar is how many joules? Sorry, 1 bar is how many Pascal? 1 bar is 10 to power 5 Pascal. And 1 liter is 10 to power minus 3 meter cube. And 1 liter is 10 to power minus 3 meter cube. So 1 bar liter. So 1 bar liter. So 1 bar liter becomes what? 1 bar liter becomes 100 joules, which we can also write it as, if you want to write it as an atmosphere liter, then it will become 101.325 joules. Please check. Yes, Adya, we have. So 110 bar liter into 100 will give me joules, divide by 1000 will give me kilojoule. Is this clear? Aryan Rutlow formula. Now the question comes, sir, positive or negative? The question comes positive or negative. So let's see that also. Positive or negative देखने के लिए I will convert it into a PV graph. I will convert it into a PV graph. This is 3, this is 13. Let's see how is it moving from 3 to 13. From 3 to 13, sorry, from 3 to 13, the volume will remain same, but it will go how? If we see pressure, it will go clockwise. Like this aega na graph, please check. Now, we need to calculate area under the graph to get work done. But sir, area under the graph से तो खाली mod value मिलेगा 11. How do I judge whether it is expansion work or a contraction work? I'll show you how. Break it into two parts. Break it into two parts. The upper part का area, the upper part का area is this entire thing, and the lower part का area, the lower part का area is this entire thing. So can I say expansion work was more than compression work? Expansion work was more than compression work, and therefore work done will be negative. And therefore work done will be negative. So work done will be minus 11 kilojoules. Work done will be minus 11 kilojoules. 1 second, 1 second. But if we say work done by the gas, डोंट यू थिंक वर्क डन बाय द गैस, अगर मैंने उसके वर्क डन में ही बाय द गैस का डेफिनेशन डाल दिया, सो दिस शुड बी 11. इफ आई जनरली से वर्क डन, that is minus 11 kilojoules. If I say work done by the gas, then to I have to say 11 kilojoules as the answer, because I've already included the minus sign in the description by writing by the gas. Is it now clear, Anish? Is it now clear to everybody? If we use the term by the gas, yeah, on the gas in the name itself, we will just be writing the value, isn't it? If I don't write anything in the name, then the minus sign tells me it is expansion work or it is by the gas. Thermodynamics started to complicate altogether suddenly. Yes, so if the question is asking by the gas, answer should be C. So if the question is asking by the gas, answer should be C, not A. I'll repeat, how did I get negative work? I broke down this circle into two half circles, the upper one and the lower one. The upper one say I get the red shaded area. The lower one say I get the blue shaded area. Upper one is expansion work, volume is increasing, and expansion work is negative. Lower one is compression work, volume is decreasing, the blue one. So expansion work is more than compression work. So overall answer is negative. Overall work is done by the gas. हाँ, तुक्का ही तो था और नहीं तो क्या. हाँ, आंसर इज गिवन रॉन्ग. आंसर विल नॉट बी ए, आंसर विल बी सी. This question, by the way, looks so masoom, so simple question, isn't it? The moment you see, oh, radius क्या ले, 7 या फिर 5, and the options are not framed properly. They should have had two other options, one in which radius is taken as 5, the other in which radius is taken as 7. Then it would have been like, sir, then the question becomes don't attempt. Chalo, let's continue. I am skipping this sign convention for work wala part now that you have to go through on your own. Usme there are given some, they have solved some questions also. So those all questions are for homework. Please, please, please do solve them and compare your solution with the solution given. I don't want you to read the solution. Is that 100% clear to everybody? It is one of the myths that we busted in the class. Don't read a solved example. Solve a solved example and then compare. So do that. So do that. There are many questions given. There are many questions given. Solve them. I will discuss them in the next class. It is not that I will not discuss, but I want you to just fight with them for once. I will cover all those questions again in the next class. एक क्वेश्चन कर भी लेते चलो. 70 grams of nitrogen was initially at 50 atm and 25. It was allowed to expand isothermally against a constant external pressure of 1 atm. So now, guys, do you agree that if expansion or compression was taking place reversibly, P external would also be constantly changing with P internal, because difference between P internal external is dP. If I repeat, if I am expanding or contracting reversibly, it means that external pressure would be in line, would be slightly different than internal pressure, because reversible means driving force is very small. So if the question says expansion or contraction is done against a constant external pressure, expansion या contraction is done against a constant external pressure, मतलब ये वाला ग्राफ की बात कर रहा है ना वो, this region, not the smooth line, the horizontal line. So whenever they say against a constant external pressure, it means irreversible process. Whenever they say against a constant external pressure, it means irreversible process. Before you start solving those problems, let me cover certain points. Work done for a irreversible process cannot be found via integration, correct? This can only be solved part by part by writing it. This can only be solved part by part by writing it like this. Because in every irreversible step, P external is kept constant, right? From year to year, from year to year. So in part by part, I can apply this. Are you with me? Understood this? तो सर ये तो हो गया irreversible के लिए. It is very simple. Whenever we talk about irreversible process, the formula is this only. If it is a single step, I will apply it once. If it is multi-step, I will apply it multiple times. Suppose I am going from P1 to, let's say, P2 in 3 steps at P1 dash and at P1 double dash. So your work done irreversible will be what? It will be minus of P1 dash into delta V1, the first part, this much, plus of minus P1 double dash into delta V, the second part. Is it understood? Work done irreversible. If it is single step, it will be just one function. It will be multiple steps, तो उतने add होते जाएंगे. Therefore, sir, what to do if it is reversible? Reversible may we'll have to integrate, isn't it? Reversible may we have to integrate. So let us discuss quickly how can we calculate work done for reversible processes. First, let's discuss isobaric reversible process. Now, pay attention to the math, okay? I'll be just writing and not speaking much. Is this formula clear? If there is any doubt, ask. Isobaric, isochoric, understood. Because Anish, they give us the maximum work that can be derived or that needs to be done. Then I can include my machine ki efficiency and calculate the actual work. सर ये तो बहुत ही सिंपल था वर्क डन का फॉर्मूला कैलकुलेशन. I want you to remember these formulae, okay? We will don't derive again and again. Remember the formulae. Now, isothermal will be a problem. Why? Because P is also changing and V is also changing. So what to do? Use PV equal to nRT. So nRT by V into dV. Temperature is constant, closed system, moles are constant, R is always a constant. So integral may now I will have only this. dV by V ka integral will give me ln V. And I will put limits from initial volume to final volume. When I put limit, will I put limit W1 to W2 and write it as delta W? No, I will write it as W. So it becomes what? अरे n भूल गया था. It becomes minus nRT ln of V2 minus ln of V1. ln A minus ln B gives me ln of A by B. PV equal to nRT से PV equal to nRT से if I substitute volume by pressure, please notice the ratio will get inverted now since P1 V1 equal to P2 V2. So V2 by V1 will become P1 upon P2. Understood? ln A minus ln B can be written as ln of A by B. Now, if you don't like ln, you can write it in terms of if you don't like ln, you can write it in terms of log. ln to log when you convert, you get a 2.303 factor. ln to log when you convert, you will get 2.303 ka factor. Sorry, log of P1 by P2. The integration that I used here was dx by x ka integral is ln x. Log, if nothing is written, it is always to the base 10. Just for people who do not know, ln x basically means log to the base e. Is it understood? Adiabatic, I am not covering right now. Adiabatic, I am not covering right now. Adiabatic, we will cover in a while, next class. Mein. This will help, these formula systems will help you to solve all the problems that are there in the slides. I purposely don't want to cover it in the class. I want you to do it on your own. If there is any doubt, please feel free to ask me on Telegram or in the class tomorrow. But please don't keep the doubt to yourself. In chemistry, you will not be taught how to take log also. So sub log table and all we don't cover in what do you call competitive exams. Log table देखना है तो boards. Daksh, can somebody answer Daksh ka question? We discussed this point a moments back. How do we check? How do we come to know whether question says irreversible or reversible? It says that the process is performed under constant external pressure. It says the process is performed under constant external pressure. That is how we come to know. Chalo, let's go ahead. Last part of the day, that is enthalpy and internal energy. Now, what is the difference between enthalpy and what is the difference between internal energy? Now, for a gas system, can I say that not just the temperature contributes to its energy, but also the pressure and volume contributes to the energy of the system? If pressure is high, particles are closer. If pressure is low, particles are farther away. So, can I say that internal energy is not a correct measure of the total energy content of the system? Sir, why are we talking about total energy content of the system now? Because I want to derive work from it. I want to extract work from it. So I'm shifting my focus now from internal energy to enthalpy, because enthalpy is the total energy content of the system. ओके, ये वाला जो पॉइंट लिखा है, ये वाले पॉइंट को एक बार के लिए प्लीज इग्नोर करें. आई विल टॉक अबाउट दिस लेटर. Enthalpy is represented by the symbol H. I'm writing it here. Will cover later. What all other points that we need to take into account about enthalpy? As I said, enthalpy will not only take into account temperature, but will also take into account the energy of the system due to its pressure and volume. Sir, why did they get multiplied? Why not PV square? Why not P by V? Why not P square V? Why not ln P? Because pressure into volume gives me the units of work, joule. So H enthalpy is defined as total energy of the system, yeah, total energy content of the system, which is written as U plus PV. Now, because U is a state function, H automatically becomes a state function. So H cannot be measured. What can only be measured? Delta H can be measured. या फिर ऐसा बोलना चाहिए, because U cannot be measured, H can also not be measured. Because only delta U can be measured, only delta H can be measured. We can clearly see that the units will come out to be joules. And because we are using delta, that means it will be a state function. Now, what to do of this formula? What to do of this formula? H किसी काम का नहीं है. H is useless. Let's take delta. So delta H becomes delta U, sorry, plus delta of PV, right? Now, depending on your process, depending on your process, delta of PV will change. How? If it is isobaric, if it is isobaric, can I say delta H can be written as delta U plus P into delta V, because pressure is constant, volume comes out. If it is isochoric, if it is isochoric, I will write it as like this. All we are talking about reversible systems, okay? If it is isothermal, if it is isothermal, delta H तो zero आ जाएगा ना isothermal में. Because if it is isothermal, meaning temperature is constant, meaning PV is constant. If PV is constant, delta PV is zero, and for isothermal process, delta U is anyway zero. So delta H also comes out to be zero. Is it clear? Isochoric में volume is zero, na? Volume is constant, not pressure. See, when you write it as delta PV, when you write it as delta PV, it is actually P2V2 minus P1V1. So only V was constant. So V comes out. So delta P remains. Now is it clear to everybody why these formulae came out to be such? When we write delta PV, it means PV final minus PV initial. So P comes out here, V comes out here, P2V2 is T2, P1V1 is T1, T2 and T1 are same, so cancels, become zero. Is it clear? Now, if you remember, we studied a formula for delta U. Somebody's doubt just crossed away. Is delta H related to temperature? Absolutely. That is what we are doing. Just see. Do you remember this? चलो अब डेल्टा एच के फॉर्मूले में डाल देते हैं फिर इसे. शुभ काम में देरी क्यों. एन आर डेल्टा टी प्लस डेल्टा ऑफ पीवी. डेल्टा ऑफ पीवी को एन आर डेल्टा टी बोलते हैं फॉर द टाइम बीइंग, फॉर रिप्रेजेंटेशन पर्पसेस ओनली. Or why representation purposes, sir? PV equal to nRT is valid. So delta of PV can be written as nR delta T, isn't it? So no approximation. I have not done any cheating. So nR delta T comes out to be what? Comes out to be F by 2 plus 1. Hence, can I say that delta H ka formula is always this, no matter what process we are talking about? Because delta U formula was always this, no matter what process you were talking about. Hence, delta H indirectly also depends only on temperature. Now, guys, delta U formula, delta H formula, they are all valid for ideal gas systems only. They are not valid for real gas systems. I'm marking that point here very, very clearly. U for a real gas will be a function of pressure, volume, and temperature, all three. U for ideal gas is a function of temperature only. Please, please, please be attentive and remember this properly. For a real gas, why will it depend on pressure and volume? Because pressure and volume will decide how close the molecules are. So intermolecular force of attraction will come into picture, isn't it? We discussed this point in one of the classes, I remember. Ki internal energy, where we defined, we said internal energy is equal to potential energy plus kinetic energy. Potential energy gets changed with pressure and volume. Kinetic energy does not. So ye point is important. Similarly, this gets extended to delta H automatically, isn't it? So this point automatically gets extended to delta H because H equal to U plus PV. Brilliant job. Now, इस equation को I just want to take one more step ahead and then we'll stop for the day. Now, for a reaction, for चलो यार कल ही कंटिन्यू करेंगे इसे. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड सेट में वैसे भी. So complete this slide set, guys. There are a lot of questions given everywhere. Go through them, solve them. If you don't get it, you can ping me on my Telegram tomorrow. And if you don't get them, you can ask in the class also. It will be much appreciated if you would tell me the slide number before itself on Telegram. So I will upload it already. ठीक है? चलो, bye guys. Good night. Take care. Stay negative. Please do watch replay, नहीं तो सब bouncer.